Financial freedom. It's the dream, right? Imagine a life where working is a choice, not a necessity. A life where bills don't scare you, emergencies don't shake you, and your time is finally yours again. Picture waking up knowing your money is working harder than you are, that you're free to travel, chase your passions, spend time with family, or even retire early. That's the power of financial freedom. But here's the truth. Financial freedom isn't something that just happens. It's not an overnight miracle. It's a journey with stages, challenges, and milestones. And in today's video, we're going to walk through every single stage, step by step. This will help you identify where you are, what you need to work on, and how close you are to the life you truly want. Before we jump in, hit that like button, subscribe if you're new, and let's get started. Stage 1 is financial dependence. This is the starting point for almost everyone. If you earn less than you spend, or if you don't earn any money at all, you're in this stage. This includes students living at home, people relying on family or friends, those without a steady income, and even some retired folks who didn't save enough and now depend on their children. Basically, it's anyone surviving through the help of others. Most of us start here, and that's perfectly normal. Where people get stuck is failing to transition out of it. Common signs are relying on someone else for bills, not being able to meet your basic needs on your own, having inconsistent or no income, and being unable to plan financially beyond the next few days. The goal here is simple. Become self-sufficient. That usually means getting your first job, building basic life skills, and learning to manage the money you have. The moment you can support yourself, even if it's just barely, you've moved on to stage 2. Stage 2 is financial solvency. This is the survival stage. You're earning enough to cover your bills, and your spending is finally below your income. You are no longer reliant on others. You can pay your rent, buy groceries, cover transportation, and keep your phone active. However, you're still financially fragile. A single unexpected event could derail everything. Think about a car repair, a medical bill, a job loss, or a broken laptop. Any one of these could send you right back into dependence or debt. So, what should you focus on here? Your main goals are to increase your income, reduce unnecessary expenses, and gain control over your finances by tracking every dollar. This is where you build basic discipline. Financial solvency is the phase where survival starts to transform into stability. Stage 3 is financial stability. This is where you finally begin to save consistently. You're not just surviving anymore. You're planning ahead. At this stage, you're regularly paying all your bills. You've paid off most of your consumer debt, and you aren't taking on new loans. Most importantly, you can save money every single month. You're becoming proactive instead of reactive. This is usually when people start building an emergency fund, paying down debts strategically, creating a realistic monthly budget, establishing credit, and learning the basics of investing. Financial stability is where peace of mind begins. A broken car no longer feels like a life-ending event. A job loss is stressful, but it's not catastrophic. Experts recommend building 3 to 6 months of living expenses and savings during this stage. The moment money becomes a tool instead of a source of fear, you are officially financially stable. Stage 4 is debt freedom. This stage marks the transition from stability to momentum. You've already paid down most consumer debt, but now you're aggressively tackling everything else. High-interest credit cards, student loans, car loans, personal loans, all of it. Once those high-interest loans disappear from your life, 2 amazing things happen. First, you reclaim a significant portion of your income. Second, you free up all that money for investing and saving. This stage dramatically changes your mindset. You no longer feel buried or behind. You start to think clearly about your future. After reaching this stage, you officially shift out of survival mode and into wealth-building mode. Debt freedom doesn't mean you're rich, but it means you now have the ability to become rich. Stage 5 is financial security. This is the point where financial protection becomes financial power. In this stage, you have enough savings to cover emergencies, you have no consumer debt, your investments are growing, and your income consistently exceeds your lifestyle. Most importantly, your investments can now cover your basic living expenses if you needed them to. Financial security means that even if something major happens, you won't fall back into debt or panic the way you used to. The key components here are a well-funded emergency account, regular retirement contributions, growing investment accounts, and proper insurance to protect you. Financial security brings emotional stability. You sleep better, you make decisions without fear. You start thinking about building wealth, not just surviving. Stage 6 is financial reliability. This is where your investments start doing some serious work. At this stage, your investments are generating income, and that income can fully cover all of your essential expenses. You're relying less on your job and more on your assets. But here's the catch. Even though your investments cover your basic needs, you probably still work. Why? Because your investment income might not yet cover your entire desired lifestyle. Financial reliability is the stage where the foundations of true financial independence are formed. This is when people start buying rental properties, maximizing index fund contributions, building diversified investment portfolios, and even starting businesses that create passive income. This is the stage where many people say, I can finally see financial freedom becoming real. Stage 7 is financial freedom. This is the stage everyone dreams about. Financial freedom means your investments now cover your entire lifestyle. You no longer need income from a job. Work becomes completely optional. You can retire early if you want, and you have full control over your time. This is the moment your paycheck and your lifestyle become completely disconnected. You can choose passion over obligation. You can travel, start new hobbies, explore your dreams, and spend more time with your loved ones. You can finally create the exact life you want. But something important to remember is that financial freedom looks different for everyone. Someone living simply might achieve it with $600,000 invested. Another person might need $5 million. The number is personal. What matters is that your lifestyle is sustained by your assets, not your labor. Finally, stage 8 is financial abundance. This is the highest level. It's beyond comfort, beyond independence, and beyond freedom. Financial abundance means you have more money than you'll ever need. Your investments far exceed your lifestyle, creating a substantial surplus. You can help others, start charities, and invest in businesses. You have the ability to create generational wealth. At this level, you start thinking about your legacy, wealth transfer, philanthropy, and how to positively impact the world. Your money no longer just supports your life. It can transform the lives of others. Financial abundance gives you the power to build schools, fund charities, support causes you care about, and invest in entire communities. It's the final stage, and very few people reach it, not because it's impossible, but because they don't know the steps to get there. Financial freedom isn't a destination. It's a journey, a process, and a transformation. Understanding which stage you're in gives you clarity, direction, and focus. Every stage requires a different strategy. Every phase brings new challenges and new opportunities. But here's the most important part. No matter where you are today, you can move forward. Your financial future is flexible. You can rewrite it, you can reshape it, you can rebuild it. So, I'll ask you again, what stage are you in right now? Let me know in the comments. I'd love to read your thoughts. If you enjoyed this video, hit the like button, subscribe for more educational finance content, and share this with someone on their own journey. Thank you so much for watching. Have a fantastic day, and I'll see you in the next one.